Alrighty, I've just come back from overseas for a month and this is what I've walked into. TPP all over the chilies, to a point I would actually say it's not recoverable. But I want to have a go and just see if we can recover them. So the idea is, these are just small plants, got a lot of these big leaves as you can see, really heavy infestation. So I'm going to go through and start taking all the bottom leaves off, get rid of this real heavy stuff like this. It's got a lot of contamination on it, and usually we're IPM, we just use good bugs, but this is way past that. So yeah, so we'll use some Mavrik on it and just give it a bit of a spray. That's be the first insecticide we've ever sprayed on this property, but because these are only going to get dumped anyway, and I only really want a lot of these just for seed for my breeding program, so it's worth having a crack at it. So yeah, and just see what actually happens. But yeah, they're quite bad. You can see a lot of these really bad. So yeah, let's have a go. I'll give them a clean up and show you what it's like when we're finished. This is how good these yellow strips are. I've literally put that one up a few minutes ago, and you can see just how much is on there already, and they just keep hitting it. So yeah, they love the yellow. There's quite a lot of them still flying around. You see them just hitting it one after another. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so combination of stripped the plants back, taking all the big leaf off. These ones I've sprayed with that Mavrik, and now I'm just putting up these little yellow strips, try and catch the flying adults, which are doing very well at the moment. You think it's probably a few minutes ago. That one there, one down here. You can actually see them on the tractor, all in the cobwebs, all over that, all over the seat. So this is probably as bad as you're going to get. So let's see if we can stop it. So I've just finished pruning, moving and spraying and putting those yellow tags up. See the last one I showed you? Look at it now. So this is about an hour later and they're already full. That's how bad the infestation is. There's a new one over there to put on. Another one completely full. Completely full, both sides. So yeah, you never get. I don't think you'll get it worse than what it is here. So be interesting. See, there's heaps still flying around. There's a spray on. Might give them another spray in another couple of days. Yep. So all that's cleaned out. This is all the new ones. Dumped all the others. There's the goal. So I'm just going to do another spray. So yeah, I did spray yesterday, but I just want to get another one on because there's still quite a bit of live stuff. So same thing, Mavrik again, but I've put in a wetter this time called Dew Wet, just to do it. So I'll just show you how I spray. So it's just over the top like this, and then I turn the spray nozzle up, and then I'm spraying up under the leaf like this as well. And the whole point of that is so that if there's anything under the leaf you get it, and that's another reason why I took the leaves off that I didn't need, especially the big ones. So yeah, just spray it up underneath like that, and you see it's dripping wet, so I'm not being too shy with it. And with the wetter on it, it's actually going to last a lot longer. It'll stick on there a lot longer than before. You can see just how much infestation's on that leaf, and it's to the point they're actually falling off. But yeah, So that's what I'm doing. So yeah, so that's 2 sprays now, and yeah, it's not looking too bad. So we're day 3 now since the initial cleanup and spraying. See, the lights of this one's looking pretty sad, very sad, so that one might not make it. The rest of them are, I wouldn't say recovering, but they're still hanging in there. Still a lot of sign on them, but it's pretty much all dead. Swapped out the sticky traps, so you can see a lot less when you look at that. That's what was pretty much the first day. Day 3 now, so it's definitely a lot less in here. But yeah, some of them aren't looking too bad, some of them are looking a bit sad. So yeah, anyway, that's day 3. Alright, so it's just over a week gone by. Just looking at these plants, you can see that's one of the old strips, all the bugs on it. This plant is looking very sad, so I think we'll lose that one. These ones are still going, and see, there's a little bit of fruit there showing up. Still really a lot of infestation, but it's mainly dead. If you can see that, it's all dead. So this is just a follow-up spray I've just put on now. So we're getting a bit of fruit on some of these now. So realistically, we're just trying to look at to see what's going to happen. You can see like some fresh little new tips coming out there. That's what I want to see. I just want to see some new growth. They're still pretty they're pretty sad. So like I say, this was an experiment. I was just going to rip these out and throw them away because they were that bad. But we'll just see what a couple of sprays, a bit of TLC can do. Can it bring them back from the dead? You've seen what they were like in the earlier clips. This one's looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't know why, just some plants just didn't get hit as hard. This is a Wartrix, so she's a super hot, but it was all in the same area. That one's actually starting to flower. So yeah, but I'm just looking around the edges of the leaves just to see if there's any eggs. See, there's a little egg. I can't see if you can see it there, just so that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. So really want to get some new growth. Once the new growth's on there, then keep looking at it to see if it's going to get any eggs on it, and that means that we've still got the TPP in here. So but yeah, even that one's flowering, not so bad. So yeah, so that's it really. This one here is it's a new cross, and there's 2 of these, 2 different ones that our woofers did actually. So quite cool. I'm really pleased that this one is flowering and looking alright, because I really want to get some seed off them. This one's very yellow looking. So yeah, but anyway, that's what they're like at the moment. These sheets are the ones I put up the other day, so yeah, they're still catching. Yeah, we swapped out the other ones that were full, like these ones. And yeah, so I'll let these ones run for another week, and then I'll swap them out and just see how much bugs we've got in here. There's a couple of plants that are overwintered, so yeah, they seem to be struggling through there. This one's probably going to die, it's not looking that good, but this one here's shooting new leaf. So yeah, another little one here starting to flower everywhere. So cool. So yeah, let's see, we'll check in another week, see what it's like. So update, sprayed yesterday, so it's December 20, 2025. You can see we're getting new growth on these, but if you have a close look, this one's not so bad. But if you have a look on the tips of that one, you can see the TPP eggs on the edge of the leaf. So that plant's getting hammered again. So hopefully that spray is going to clean them up. But there's a lot of new tip on there. That's a Thai bird's eye. But yeah, there's still a lot of growth on these. And whenever you look at one of the old leaves, turn it over and see what we were dealing with from the start. You know, it was pretty bad. So yeah, so the infestation's nowhere as bad as what it used to be. You can see it like that. So we're getting on top of it slowly. Some of these plants are still looking a bit yellow and sick, and we probably will lose more considering the state that we're in. Some of them aren't looking too bad. What are you doing in there, Tui? Get out of there. Another Thai bird's eye. That one's got a few eggs on it as well. It's funny how they hit some plants and not others. This one down here. See again, you can see how bad it was. So most of that's all dead. So it's just a matter of just keeping the spray up. So we're using Mavrik. And like I say, we don't normally spray. We don't normally spray insecticides. But in this case, these are my breeding plants. So I want to try and get some pods off them. As you can see, we are getting pods. So that's good. There are a couple of really special ones over here. These are new crosses. And yeah, I certainly don't want to lose this one. You see this one's sort of a real purpley looking pod, so as long as I get at least one pod, I can get some seeds off, I'll be quite happy with that. But yeah, so there we are. We'll have another update later on. So just another little catch up on how the plants are going. As you can see, lots of new growth and flower heads starting to pop up, and some of them are actually flowering. So yeah, dramatic change over the last week or so. I'm starting to get a little bit of height in the plant, so they're actively growing now. Some of them still not out of the woods, like this one. A lot of damage there. But when you look at the tops here, and how good it looks versus down here, that's what it used to look like. So yeah, it's quite a change. So yeah, most of them are doing pretty good. This one's got a bit of droop on at the moment. Just waiting for the afternoon watering. We've once we start getting pods on them, we stress them a bit. We don't want to get them too wet. So yeah, they're drying out. That one's a nice little Thai bird's eye, flowering like anything. So yeah, been a dramatic change. These are ready to be watered now. You can see how much they're starting to droop. So yeah, this one's probably not going to make it. It's looking quite yellow. A couple down here. I've pulled probably 6 of them out. 5 of them out, I think. There's another one there that's got to go out, dead. So yeah, so while not 100% when you consider the state that they were in compared to now, dramatic change. So this will be the final update, I think. I might do another one later on, but just to show you the recovery. Plenty of flower, plenty of fruit starting to set on them. These are bird's eyes. There's a cayenne there, and I've got some jalapenos and a few of the super hots as well. So yeah, you can see everything's looking good. So yeah, it's been a big experiment for me anyway. So bit of a learning on it. So you can pretty much bring it back from the dead. So these are all looking really good. And like I say, look in there, there's fruit setting, plants are looking nice and healthy. We've put, what do we put on? Maybe 4 sprays, which isn't something I would normally do, but it was more around to see if you can bring plants back from the dead, and just that Mavrik sort of did it. So yeah, when you look at this beautiful looking thing, I can't see if you can see that. Look at it's almost translucent. Yeah. So, you know, you can still see some of the damage on these old leaves, like all the old bug casings. So yeah, they're still, they'll stay like that until they drop off. You know, down low, you can see all the old stuff still there. But, yep, up top, really nice. Really, really nice. So there you go. Mavrik. Worst infestation you'll probably ever get. Bring it back from the dead.